Hello everyone. In this video I am giving a quick introduction on audit and conditional split, how these features will be implemented in SSI packages. We are now going to use an audit feature on OLDB source. Let's configure OLDB source. Double click on OLDB source, and the source uh, which I am using is AdventureWorks. So I am selected a table from AdventureWorks DB, that is a sales product table. Okay, now I am going to do some operation like sorting the data. In real time, these operations might differ. Okay, sort based on the name, ascending, and click OK. So once this operation is happened, I want to check when this operation is done. So I am going to use this audit tool. So now whatever the data come from the OLDB source, and then after the operations, and the data will further proceeds to the audit tool. So the audit tool, now if you see here, these all are empty, but if you click here, these many features are there in an audit tool. That means you can able to track the execution instant GUID, package ID, and package name, version ID, and you can track the mission name, username, and the task name. Suppose the same ETL job has been done by different people in different times. Even we can able to track by using this audit transform feature. Okay, now in my scenario I am going to track the execution time, package ID, and the task name, and the task ID, and click OK. Now what will happen, whatever the columns included in the data source, neither these 4 columns now are added to the data source. Okay, so now let's create a destination and check the result how it comes. Okay, so now I am choosing a destination, OLDB destination. I'm connecting further to the OLDB destination, and let's configure now here. So now if the destination is already available in the DB, select that table from here like OLDB destination, or else you can simply click on new. It will auto populate the SQL statement to create the uh, table. Even you can edit this table as per your requirement. Okay, so now I am selecting OLDB destination, and then after click on mapping. So these mapping will help us. So here there is no version ID is there in destination, but in my source it is package ID. So now what I am doing is uh, configuring this package ID to the version ID. Okay, so now click OK. So this is how we map all those things, and connection is okay, mapping is okay, and error outputs. There are different error outputs will there. If there is a failure is happened, we can go by ignore failure, one is there, and redirected to the true. So in this scenario now I am let it be fail component, and click apply and click OK. Okay, now if you check my OLDB data source, data destination here, it's an empty row. Okay, so now the ETL task, once if I click run, all this data will be fetched to the OLDB destination. You can run the program directly by click on here the start button, or here on execution, or right click and select execution package. So in these manners we can execute the program ETL package here. Okay, so now what I am doing is, before running the package I am saving this one, and also I am checking whether the connections are connected or not. Okay, so all my connections are connected, and now I am clicking on the execution. Oh, sorry, now I am clicking on start button. Okay, so my data flow task 1 has these many steps and these all are executed successfully. You can check the program progress here. Okay, now let us see what happened in OLDB destination. Yes, we fetch the data successfully, and even the time is captured here, and the task name is captured here. Version ID, that means that is also captured here. Yeah, even you can capture some more additional fields which I showed to you, like username and mission name. Okay, so this is the way we are using audit transformation. And in this tutorial, I am going to tell one more transformation to you, that is conditional split. So click on stop button. Okay, go to the home button, click on task flow. Okay, so now coming to the conditional split. So conditional split, the name itself, it's saying that uh, we will segregate or divide the data based on some conditions, like where condition. The same thing here, it will do the same thing the conditional split will do here. Okay, so now delete the OLDB destination, and you will find conditional split here on commonly splits. Click on commonly split. Okay, now after audit, it comes further to the conditional split, and if you click on the conditional split, so you will we can implement mathematical functions, string functions, null functions, and if you click on the plus button, these many functions also we can implement on conditional split. So as a beginners, for better understanding, what I am demonstrating here is a simple conditional split based on the numbers or some values. Okay, so these are the columns, the data further, whatever the columns coming here are displayed here. Okay, so now what I am showing is this is the case one for us, and while typing the syntax here, you should keep these things in memory. So keep whatever the columns are there, mention the column name in the square bracket. Okay, list price. So this is my case one. So the data, that means from the DB, the price, the list price is greater than 500 bucks. Those data will be populated in my destination. So this is my case one, and now comes to the case two. So the case two is let's take on the color. Okay, so now color is equals to BLACK, black. Okay, so now see here, the case one is not highlighted, but the case two is highlighted in red color. Why? Because here the color C should be capital here. Okay, now check, even it is showing an error. So now here equal to means we need to assign with double equal to. Okay, so this is the exact way. And then after not single quotations, double quotations, all these things we need to keep in memory. Otherwise what will happen is we will get some errors while at the time of execution. And configuring the error output is one of the main thing here. We need to here, sometimes if any error come, just ignore those errors, or you can redirect those rows. Okay, and click OK. And now see here, it is already showing something here. Okay, always ignore failures. Okay, now so we are splitting the data based on the conditions. Now let's map it to the destination. Okay, so again my destination is OLDB destination. Okay, so this is my OLDB destination. I'm dragging this one here. So now if you click and connect to here, it get connected and it is, see here, which output you want to fetch to this one. So now I am selecting case 1. Case 1 is like based on the numbers, right? Okay, so whatever the results come from the case 1, those results are result will be populated at OLEDB destination here. And now further click here, and now comes to the mapping. Before mapping we need to select the table. So already I have created these tables. If you don't created those tables, so what you need to do, you need to click on new. Automatically the query gets generated, and if you click OK, automatically it get added to your DB. Okay, so now I'm selecting this table like OLDB destination num1. Okay, so in this one I'm checking whether all these fields are mapped properly or not. All these are mapped perfectly. Okay, now click OK, and I have another output. For that output I require another OLDB destination. See, if I click here on conditional split, automatically another 2 arrows is coming here. You all know that the red arrow represents the error, or the rest of the data will come from the red arrow. So as we have two cases, now these gray lines are coming, that case 1 is coming for 1, and another one is come for case 2. Now I connected here. Now if you check here, see here, case 2, I selected the case 2, click OK, and now let's configure this one. And if you click here, I have OLDB destination names 1 2 3 4, and click on mapping and check whether all are mapped properly or not. Okay, now let's check what's the data here on OLDB destination 1, names 1 and names 1 2 3 4. So here in destination already I have some data. So now what I am doing is I'm just deleting this data. Otherwise we can also keep this data, so it will get inserted some more duplicate rows in the same table. So to avoid that, what I'm doing is to deleting the data. Okay, so delete from OLDB destination num1, clicking here, 178 rows get affected. Then after deleting, click on destination num1 and executing the same thing. Okay, 136 rows are deleted. Now change this statement to select start from. Okay, so now our project get ready. Let's click on save, check the connections are connected or not. Let's run the package. So at the condition split we get an error. So what's this error? 0 rows, 0 rows. Okay, let's stop this. So for debugging purpose, as of now what I am doing is I am deleting the case 2. Okay, so how to delete the case 2? You can delete the case 2 like this. Okay, click OK, deleting this, and now again save this project, click run. Okay, so for one condition it executes perfectly all right. Okay, so list of price. So we get some error regarding the string operations might be. Okay, so now for string operations, let us see whether the data is populated or not there first. Okay, so this operation 136 rows are populated here, and you can check here even what's the time now. You can check here the same time and the task name, everything has been captured here.